How are you doing today? My name is Lynn, a mental wellness coach. Welcome to this episode of the Mind Talk Show. In today's episode, I want to take you back when you were disappointed. Do you remember the time you had the worst, the greatest disappointment in your life? Yes, that is what I want to talk to you today. How do you deal with the disappointment? I know you have gone through, or we, like every human being, has gone through disappointments. You had this boyfriend and it never worked at a certain point. The relationship broke down and you were disappointed. You had your husband, your wife, the spouse, and at the end of the day it never worked. You were disappointed. How do you deal with disappointment? You expected so much out of your children, but they never turned out to any of your expectations. How do you deal with that? You have been disappointed by your neighbor, by your parents at home. You expected a lot of things from them. You expected to do a lot of projects. You expected for them to give you something, but it never worked. How do you deal with the disappointment? Because I know in one way or another we have gone through disappointment. That one we can't hide from it. So how do you go about dealing with disappointment? I have been disappointed so many times. I have gone for interviews here and there to secure a job and I have been disappointed. It's not that I'm bad. It's not that I'm not capable. But disappointment are disappointment. There is nothing else. They are there to help us to keep our toes on. They are there to keep us strong. Yes. One of the greatest things I've learned about disappointment is that once you are disappointed, you can pick up yourself, the pieces that were left, so that you can go on with life. So disappointment are not here for us to question. Disappointment are not here for us to deal on them, to dwell on them all our lives. We have been disappointed, and the important thing is, how do we move on? How do we carry on? There are some tips that I'm gonna give you that will help you to deal with the disappointment, because I know this is not the last time you have been disappointed. Maybe today morning you have been disappointed by your boss. You have been disappointed by your co-workers. You needed something. You needed someone to approve a loan that you wanted to take, especially now that we are living in this difficult economic time in our country. Disappointment is there left, right, center. Yeah, you were working at a certain firm and you were disappointed because the work came to an end. You're not working anymore. You needed approval over something, but it never worked. All these are major or common disappointments that you can go through. So how do you deal with the disappointment? Especially disappointment of the people who are closer to your heart. That is your husband, your wife, in a relationship, your children. How do you deal with such kind of disappointment? Here is how you go about it. Number one, visualize your expectations. Verbalize and visualize your expectations, because nobody can read your mind. Nobody is a mind reader. Nobody is a mind reader. So you have to verbalize your expectation. I want to do this and this, and you have to verbalize. You have to talk about them. You have to speak about them, because if you have expectation inside of you, my friend, you will get the greatest disappointment on earth, because you're planning to do this on here or inside of your mind. You will have the greatest disappointment that you've never seen in this life. So you have to visualize, and you have also to verbalize your expectation. I want to do this. I want to go about it this way. If it's with your partner, you have to tell them, by the way, babe, yeah, or whoever, I want to do this and this and that, so that they are able to hold your hand, so that they are able to put input. They put their input in it. Because if you don't talk about it, then you're doing zero work. Nobody will know what you're thinking about. Nobody will know where you're coming from and where you're heading. There's nobody who will run your race. There's nobody who will go at your pace. Okay? You're the only one who knows how to go about it. Therefore, talk about it. Once you speak about it, it is solved. It's half solved. Timing is everything. When you're doing your things, you need to time it properly. Okay? Like now, I've talked about financial crisis in many of the countries. This is not the best time for you to start something big. This is not the best time for you to start. Like, for example, I'm giving an example of maybe the children are opening school. Yeah? There are expectations that you have in your heart. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to set up something somewhere for yourself to keep yourself going or to have an extra coin from it. And now the timing is very, very crucial because the children are going to close school, or rather they are going to open school, and that is the same time you're planning to set a business, or you're planning to set up something for yourself. It can't work like that because now you have to have priorities. You have to prioritize your children's school fees and what they need. So timing is very, 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 very key. Hold conversations when the timing is good. You have been disappointed in a relationship. Hold the conversations during the best time of your moment. You can go out. You can tell your partner, can we meet for lunch? There is something we are going to ponder on. And then you can have this conversation. You can spark these conversations during this moment. You don't have to spark this conversation when someone is angered, when you have made somebody angry, when you had heated conversation, when you had heated fight. You don't spark such kind of conversation during this moment. So timing is very, very, very key. Stay on topic. If you don't want disappointment, stay on topic. Anything that you're doing, make sure it is within the context of what you're talking about. Because if you try to spark other conversations along other conversations, you will not get it. It is going to be a disappointment after another. So you have to stay on topic. If you're dealing with your children, for example, your children have disappointed you. You never expected them to be who they are. You never expected them to disrespect you. But they have done it. So how do you go about it? Stay on the topic. When you're dealing with your children, stay on that topic alone. Don't bring your topic and then you start telling them how they look like their father. Then you start sparkling conversations like you look like your mother, you look like your grandmother. That is how they were doing things. No. Stick on topic. Deal with your children alone if you don't want disappointment. But if you want disappointment, ask for them. They will come in large numbers. I hope we are together in this. I hope you're following. I hope whatever I'm saying, it's making sense to you. Avoid disappointment. And how do you go about it? Because I know many people are stuck. I'm not alone in this. I've been disappointed. And whatever I'm telling you is what I've done to enable me to rise up. Okay? Because you don't have to stay in that disappointment. It will lower your self-esteem. It will lower your confidence. And you don't want that to happen. You want to rise up and stand. Raise your head and start moving. That is the best way. Another thing, learn to compromise. Remember, these are your partners. These are your children. Compromise. Come to an agreement. Don't be so stunned that you can't be moved. You can be moved. You can listen to what they have to say and then compromise. Compromise some things. Just let them sleep over. Let them go. This will bring a lot of peace in your home and it will avoid you being disappointed. Remember, the essence of this conversation is to help you to deal with disappointment. Either you have been disappointed, this is what you do thereafter. Or you don't want to be disappointed, or you don't want to go back to disappointment again. This is what you do. Never take these things personally. Because I've seen many people, when things happen, they take them so personally. Like, it is them. They are the only one who are being affected, which is not the case. You are not the only one who is affected in disappointment. Disappointment is there or has come for us all, for both of us. If we are partners, we are in a relationship. It has come to disappoint all of us. You have missed that interview. You have missed that travel, you know, that flight. It is a disappointment to both of us, because whatever you were going to do, we was supposed to benefit all of us as a family. So you are not the only one who is disappointed. So never take it personal. Take things easier. Okay, when your partner does something, remember to meet at your expectation. Whatever expectation you had, try to reason out. Try to find a way out of it. Look for effort, not perfectionist. And this is what has brought a lot of disappointment in so many people. Basically, the way we are made, the way we are, the composition, the way we are human beings, we are looking for perfectionist. It will never happen. Just look for an effort. Someone has done an effort. Like, for example, you're being disappointed by your hubby not taking out trash in time, and then you have reminded them over and over and over and over. You have been disappointed of your children not doing the chores that you want them to do in time, and you have been repeating the same thing over and over again. You have been disappointed so many times, but there is this part of it whereby they are doing an effort. Look for that. Don't look at perfectionists. They will not be perfect. Perfection will come at a certain point, but not now. At least now focus on the effort. They are making an effort to make sure that whatever it is, your hubby comes and puts the socks at the door, and you don't want that to happen. So, but they are making an effort. There is this one day that they came and took the socks where they're supposed to go, or where they're supposed to be put, and you have seen this effort they are doing. So you are supposed to recognize that. Okay, just look for, you look for efforts, not perfection. You will not find anybody who is perfect. There is no one who is perfect in this world. That one you have to look, I don't know, you will have to go to heaven to search for these people who are perfectionists, who are perfect. You will look for them in heaven. I'm telling you. You will be disappointed for no good reason. So you don't want to reach that point. Don't assume that whatever your partner pursue to be what they are is what it is. Whatever their worldview is similar to yours. It is the worst disappointment you can get, because you are not the same. You reason from different ground. You are from different you have different behaviors, you have different characters, and there is no way you can reason like your partner. It doesn't work like that. Their perception is their perception. It's not your perception. So you have to take care of yourself. You have to, whatever you perceive to be what it is, let it be. In this, you will have a lot of peace. You will not be disappointed. You will not go through disappointment. And I'm telling you, this is what it is. Another thing, we think the person see things that they care. Don't wait for your partner to care for you. You have to care for yourself. This is the reality of life. You have to care for yourself if you want to avoid disappointment in your life. You have to avoid a lot of expectation from your partner. You are expecting them to take care of you. You are expecting them to be the person you want them to be. It doesn't work like that in a relationship. Let them be who they are. But at least slowly by slowly, you are accommodating them. With your characters, with whatever you perceive, with whatever you believe in, you're accommodating them slowly by slowly. But if you want things to happen like, it will not happen. Everybody have their own perception. Everybody have their own beliefs, values, and respect that. If you respect that, you're good to go. Each person has their own way of interpreting issues, interpreting things, because the way you see things, the way you perceive things is not the same way. So try to accommodate each other in that one envelope. Try to accommodate each other. Remember, we are talking about disappointment. How do you avoid disappointment? This is how you Go about it. Be the person you would like to be. You know, don't be someone else. Don't copy people. Don't be like other people. Be the person you want to be, to avoid disappointment. Because I've seen, especially in social media, you've seen someone in social media portraying that they are perfect. Their children are perfect. Their marriage is perfect. Their husband, their wives are perfect. I'm telling you, you have not gone inside their home or inside their house. You see what is happening. Whatever that is happening in their home is something totally different. And you will not like it. So don't follow these social media people. Don't follow me because you've seen me. I'm portraying that I'm perfect, I'm okay, I'm this and that. I have the best mindset. I have the best mental health in the world. Don't follow me. Okay? Just be who you are. This is what matters in all this. You can follow my page. Hello? I did say you don't follow my page. You can follow my page, and of course you can listen to what I have to teach. But above all, whatever lifestyle I have, it's none of your business. Whatever things that I do, wherever I go, whatever I eat, it's not part of you. Be who you are. This is how you can save yourself from disappointment. Lovely ones, I hope you learned something from what I've said today, because I know many people have gone through disappointment and they are still disappointed to this date. I'm telling you, whatever happens, happened. Whatever happened, happened. And what is important right now is how are you going to come out of disappointment. This is what will matter today. Because if you continue dwelling on the disappointment round and round and round and round, you may not come out of that disappointment. So it's high time for you to rise. Pick up yourself and rise. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Don't keep shy. Don't keep ashamed. Don't keep low. Don't kill your confidence. Don't kill your self-esteem. Rise up and pick up your self-esteem. Pick up your confidence and start moving. The vehicle is not stopping. Okay? So rise up and start running your race. This is what I had for today. I hope you've learned something. Share this video. You can show a thumbs up if you like the message. And you can also write to me on the comment section, whatever it is that you want to learn, that you want me to tackle next. From your host, bye-bye.